Just when I thought Kishimoto couldn't surprise me even more, he comes up with even more shocking twists. This is Sellavin. I was giving a review of Naruto chapter 671, Naruto and the Hermit of Six Paths. This is just wow, like really incredible. It starts out with the continuation of last week when the Sage of Six Paths revealed that To is the reincarnation of the younger son Ezra. Ashra, and this is just really getting all epic. I mean, remember when I said last week that I thought that Madara was the reincarnation of the older brother Edoron? I mean, things get but that's not true. That's not completely far-fetched. And apparently, Naruto knew who the other reincarnation of Edoron was. It was Sasuke all along. I'm like, wow, these two were destined to fight at birth. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. I mean, apparently Naruto knew this all along. After that big fight at the Hand of Iron, after Sasuke killed Danzo, after that big discussion with the meeting with the others about that Naruto will deal with Sasuke, that he wasn't strong enough to deal with before he went off to Turtle Island to meet B. And everything else, like, wow, he even knew back then. He knew that something was inside him all that time, and he didn't say nothing. I'm like, you've got to be kidding. You're kidding me. I'm like, this is a really shocking revelation. And then it also reveals that, that throughout the transmigrations, that there were other transmigrations throughout the generations, that Ashura and Edera are transmigrated to another generation before him. Guess who is hers? Edera was Madara all along, like I said. And the other one, Ashura, Hashirama himself. I'm like, they fought generations ago. The two strongest people on the planet, and the one who started the shinobi line and the ninja villages. They had their epic battle all those years ago. It was the same thing throughout the bloodline. I'm like, at birth, this was going to happen no matter what the fight. I'm like, and what the outcome. Things are very progressing towards this. Because the Sage of Six Paths reveals everything to Naruto. And especially, even about his mother, the woman who ate the fruit, the rabbit goddess, Kageshira. Apparently, she had all the way back then, she knew about the eternal Tsukuyomi, and so did he. You see, all the way back then, she had not just the power of chakra, she also had the power of the eyesight, like advanced eyesight in one focusing power. You see, she had not only the Rinnegan, the Sharingan, and the Byakugan all at once inside of her. I'm like, wow. Because remember, if you watch the early versions of Naruto from all the way into the low 100 chapters, remember the Byakugan was derived from the Sharingan long ago, but it's more insight, like seeing to a person's complete body network and musculature. While the Sharingan, he can read chakra levels and read a person's movements. And so in other words, it's like a motion detector, while the other one can see clear into your body. But she had all that power inside of her at once. Because of that, she became known and feared as a demon. And also not to mention the fact that apparently he says that if you have too much power, you can eventually lose sight of yourself and get controlled by it. Apparently he's even comparing Madara to his mother, because she's thinking the same thing. He also explained that the Eternal Tsukuyomi, once it's blessed, it can also not only put the people in the Genjutsu world, it also keep them still alive, like attached at the base of the root of the tree, like fuel. Basically, like, you know how them alien monsters just take the people and hook them up to the wall and they feed off them? Same thing. It's the same concept. You just wow. Things are getting really heating up, because right now the Sage of Six Paths is putting his faith in Naruto, trying to stop what he started and to clean up his mess. Literally saying he's not doing this because he wants to clean up because he's not just helping him. He wants to clean up his own mess that he started long ago. And Naruto, he said, even though we are on the edge and about to be beaten, you still believe in us. And Naruto thanks him for that. But at the same time, the Sage of his path doesn't want his thanks. He's not doing it for him, he's doing it for himself. But you can also see that Naruto is different from the other reincarnations of his past sons. Unlike his son, he's more stupid and intelligent. And this is not my words, this is his. This is all straight from the manga. But there's something about him that makes people attracted to him, makes him want to connect with people, and makes him want people to find him. That's why he's able to contact his soul. Right? That's why the Sage of Big Splash is contacting him now. Not just because of that. Also, you get brief entries from the Shukaku and Edo, aka Ginki, the Eight Tails that are inside him, that they believe, that they're willing to give, and that they're willing to help as much as they can. Even Kurama's other half, and he also explains that Obito managed to snag a piece of the Eight Tails and Shukaku and put him in the Naruto, along with the other half of Kurama. And things start happening. The 9 names of the tail beasts are all coming out. They're all being spoken at once, and all the tail beasts are surrounding Naruto. He says, "The time has come for the child of prophecy to come true." I'm like, and the blue-eyed boy. He also explains that he left the tailed beast out to work with people a long time ago. Remember, this was in the last chapter. He did that. He let the tailed beast from the timepieces of the Jubi and spread them out so he can work with people. But because of what he did, remember, he did that to help, but instead it turned into be a disaster. People, countries all over the world fought. They were used as weapons. Remember the Jinchuriki system and everything else. He said he says himself was too naive, even when he made his successor choice, his choice of successors. That he was too naive and didn't pay more attention to the older brother Edora instead of Ashura. And because of that, the whole war started and all the fighting started. And then not only that, you get to see a surprise. The Sage of Big Path is not making just his choice to Naruto. No. He's doing the same thing to Sasuke at the same time. Because remember, they're both unconscious and on the edge of death. But now that they're coming back, he's making the same choice to them. You also get to see this pretty little image in the back, this background image of every shinobi from Naruto, who's ever lived. You get to see his mom and dad, Minato, Kushina, Jiraiya, any people who died, Asuma, Neji. You have to see people who are still like Tenten, Lee, Sakura, Sasuke, Tsunade, even the 5 Kage, Hashirama, who's also dead, but he's depending on him. Personally, he wrote a lot of characters who depend on him, and depended on him all his life right now, up to this moment, is right now having his back. And as the Sage of his past gives them the staff, both ends of the staff, some kind of dazzling light, and you get to see this godlike image appear. What's going to happen to these boys? Are they going to evolve into another Ten-Tails Jinchuriki? Are they going to change into what generations ago? Are they going to be even more popular than they once were and become truly strong? Will they lead us to victory? And it ends with that, and then you get Guy fighting Madara. And Madara there to fight. Madara's not dead, but he's definitely taking a pounding. But Guy's getting desperate. He says he's going to use the Night Moth or something, and that's how the chapter ends. Hold on. Sorry, technical malfunction. But judging from the end of the chapter, Guy is going to die in the next chapter, and he's going to give it all he has in that chapter. And Madara, he's not going to take that beat down lightly. And this was a serious, count them, 5 serious chapters. I give this a real thumbs up and a 5 out of 5. This was definitely worth the watch. I also like in the beginning when you see below the screen, and when you first click it, they gave this new colored art. Cause they haven't done colored art in a while for the manga. That's as Obito Transcended. And that was a good while. That was at least months ago at least, a very long time. But this was pretty hard. Kishimoto, you just keep on giving us surprises and surprises. Keep it coming, buddy, because this was a epic surprise. Nice. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching this song. This is all I got. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed. Put the link down in the description. I did my best. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Comment, subscribe. Signing off.